Stress is a natural byproduct of our busy lives in the modern world, but too much of it can have an adverse effect on your physical and mental health. The major issue with chronic stress is that it slows down your immune system, as well as other parts of the body, making it harder for you to recover from injury or illness. It can also lead to depression, anxiety, and other psychological issues. What is chronic stress? Stress manifests itself physically. It can take a serious toll on your well-being. When stressful situations aren't properly addressed, they can become chronic. That's when your body and mind begin to feel the dire effects of prolonged stress and tension. The severity of the symptoms depends upon the type of chronic stress you are experiencing, but for some, it can seriously affect their health and mental well-being. This occurs in two ways: through physiological processes that reflect what many would consider long-term anxiety or an inability to focus, and by disrupting hormones that control mood. Physically, chronic stress can make you more prone to heart problems, increase your risk of injury, increase your blood pressure, and elevate your blood sugar levels. It can also cause a dip in energy levels and a decline in physical performance. When this happens over a long period of time, it can lead to atrophy of muscle tissue. Mood-wise, chronic stress can affect the way you feel about yourself. You might become pessimistic or have difficulty sleeping, while also becoming more irritable or depressed. It's important to be aware that these symptoms of chronic stress are not the same as depression. They are part of the cycle that can occur when you're in chronic stress. What causes it? It's important to know that this isn't just your imagination running wild. Chronic stress is a real thing. It comes from a variety of sources, depending on who you are and how you perceive things around you. In fact, everyone has a different form of stress response depending on their personality type, childhood experiences, and the events in their daily life. The events that cause chronic stress are varied and differ depending on the individual. In some cases, the source of the chronic stress is external, meaning there's no way to avoid it. Other times, it can be self-inflicted. However, one thing remains true: regardless of what the cause is, chronic stress can be dangerous if it is left untreated. Symptoms of chronic stress. Recognizing the signs of chronic stress can help you to take proactive steps as soon as possible. Some people might only experience one or two of the symptoms of chronic stress. Others might experience all of them. It all depends on your own personal situation and how you're feeling in the moment. Here are the symptoms that can indicate you're dealing with chronic stress. Feeling incredibly tired or unable to focus, even with adequate sleep and rest. Increased irritability or short temper. Crying from little things. Decreased interest in activities that used to bring you joy. Difficulty sleeping. Nausea and/or heart palpitations. Poor concentration. Avoidance of social situations. Feeling restless or agitated. Weighing more or less than usual. Either change can be due to cravings or loss of appetite. It's important to note that while these are common symptoms, they vary based on the person and how they respond physiologically to stress. Your body does not feel pain or experience symptoms in the same way someone else does. If any of these signs sound familiar, it's best to get yourself checked out by a medical professional and work with them to alleviate any dangers that may arise from chronic stress. How to recover from chronic stress. When you're dealing with a chronic stress condition, the best course of action is to get yourself evaluated and treated. The sooner you begin to recover from chronic stress, the better shape you'll be in when it does end up passing. There are a number of things you can do to help bring this about. 1. Calm down when stressed out. The first step in recovery is to control your emotions. When dealing with chronic stress, it can be hard not to let stress build up inside of your body through feelings like anxiety or anger. When this happens, it might cause symptoms such as shaking or sweating. When you feel frustrated or annoyed, try to take a deep breath. You'll feel calmer and more focused than you would have if you let things build up inside of you. This not only helps to reduce the burden of stress, but it also helps your body to recover from the unhealthy feelings that stem from prolonged stress. 2. Get away from stressors. Chronic stress can be caused by a variety of things, including trauma, work and other responsibilities, or even relationships or financial troubles. In many cases, it's difficult to identify exactly what the source is. If this is the case for you, try getting away from these sources of chronic stress for at least a few days every week. Sometimes, just a few days of peace and quiet can give you the space you need to decompress. This doesn't mean you have to go on vacation either. It could be something as simple as spending a day at home alone. If you can't get away from your stressors, consider trying meditation or yoga, both of which are great calming techniques. 3. Learn how to manage stress. If your stressors are outside of your control, it's important to learn how to manage the stress that stems from them when they happen. The reality is that nothing is going to change overnight, and this isn't something that will end overnight. It might not even end within a few months, but you'll be better equipped to deal with this situation if you know how to deal with the stress it causes when it happens. When you've taught yourself how to deal with your stressors, you'll also want to learn how to distress your mind. It's not only helpful in dealing with stress, but it can also help you be more clear and focused in the long run. Distressing techniques include mindful meditation. Meditating helps you slow down your thoughts, feel more relaxed, and become more aware of what is going through your head. This can also make it easier to stop negative thoughts from being repeated in the future. Yoga. Yoga is great at helping you focus your mind and learn how to breathe more deeply. This will help you calm down, get rid of some stress, and be more aware of what you are thinking. Deep breathing. Deep breathing can help keep your body relaxed and stress levels down. It can also improve your general health, giving you energy for the day. One thing is for sure, if you're experiencing chronic stress, it's time to get help and take steps to manage the health consequences of such a condition. You don't have to suffer in silence, there are plenty of people out there who want to help you through this difficult time. Remember that happiness is more than just an emotion, it's also one of your most fundamental human needs. Do you battle chronic stress? Share your story or thoughts with us in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to hit the like button, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Spread the love and send this video to at least 2 friends or your favorite group chat. Sharing is caring after all. Be sure to hit the bell icon to stay up to date with our latest videos. Remember to be polite to yourself first, so you can be polite to others. Take care of yourself. Until next time.